When we look at the gospel really means good news, or it's actually been translated almost too good to be true news. And that's really what the gospel is. The gospel is like it's almost too good to be true, except that God did it for us. And that's what grace is, remember. We've just talked about this. It's independent of you. In other words, it does not depend on your behavior. The worst person on the face of the earth, God's grace is available to them. Now, they have to respond in faith. And it's not because of what they did, it's what God has done. In fact, if you're a believer, I want you to listen to this. Giving thanks to the Father who has qualified us to be partakers of the inheritance of the saints in light. Now, you don't qualify yourself because of how good you've been. Because you fasted, you prayed, you read your Bible, you did this or that. You don't qualify yourself. God qualified you. You say, how did he do it? Because what Jesus did, he did not for himself, he did for you. In fact, in God's view, in God's economy, what Jesus did, you did. Just like the first Adam, when he sinned, he represented all of us. And that sin was passed down to all of us. But what Jesus did on the cross was he paid for sin. He broke the devil's power, right? And that also in God's economy was not just Jesus doing it, it was you and I doing it. Jesus took us into himself, just like the first Adam took us into himself. And that means that we qualify because all that would disqualify us has been taken out of the way and God has qualified us. Right? And because this is grace, it's not that you deserve it, it's that you don't deserve it, but it's available to you. But how? It's by faith. What God has done is his part, the grace part. But what you and I do is our part. Our part is the faith part. We receive what he has already done for us.